All right, so we are live right now. Waiting for viewers. Waiting for viewers. Hello, whoever is on. Hello, we got a few viewers in. We're just waiting for more viewers to start coming in so we can go over some amazing stuff. As you can see back here, we prepared an amazing webinar for you guys tonight. So we just need more viewers on. For our friends and family that are on watching us, hello. And we just need more viewers. So in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be starting, Melissa and I. Just wait. For those of you that live in Jersey, I don't know how many people, had, what part of Jersey you guys were, live. I know down the shore got it really bad. I'm up here north I live right by the city. I'm like 20 minutes from New York City. And dude, Melissa was here. She was supposed to come. She came Friday right after work. She only came, for the night. And look, Sunday night, she's still here, guys. She has not been able to leave her house, my house. Snowed in. That's right. We've been here. She's been, how many inches did we get? 30?
Over 30.
Over 30 inches, guys. Over 30 inches. I wish I could bring my computer so you can literally see how the snow is like horrendous here. They haven't even plowed the streets. I haven't been able to take my car out from the parking lot because it's like there's several cars that are stuck and they're, they can't get in. They can't get out and they can't get in. So it's a hot mess here. And basically we took advantage. We were snowed in, so we didn't have, we didn't go out. We actually stood home and we mastermind. We talked about, we worked on this webinar that we're about to present for you guys. We did our real estate, investments, masterminding on that, guys. We have a lot of, adventures we're going to be working on for 2016. So it just goes to show that, two ambitious women like Melissa and I, once you have like a goal, put it to action.
Absolutely.
Don't put your goal, write it down, and then don't act on it. Because a goal with no action, it's like you're just staring at it. It's nothing ever gonna happen. Because in 2017, it's gonna repeat again and again and again. And what sets Melissa and I from many other people is that we take action. That's the bottom line. That's the only thing different. So if you guys want success like how we have it, just take action. And you're going to be above everybody. I'm telling you. And when I mean not above everyone in a negative way, I mean that if you do a little bit every single day, you're going to get so far in life that you just have no idea that the little things you add into your, your daily routine makes a big difference long term when it comes to success. And I don't know if Melissa wants to add anything into, what we talked, what I mentioned.
I mean, absolutely, guys. It just takes a plan. I'm big on planning and writing down my goals. I have a vision board of all the things that I want to accomplish short-term and long-term because it's a visual. If you see your goals and the things that you want every single day, you're constantly reminded to put in that little bit of work. And that little bit of work condensed over time goes a long way. And you are going to see results, but you have to be focused and you have to be dedicated and you have to be willing to put in that work because, I want to trade and make money, but if I don't practice, if I don't work on my skill and constantly educate myself, I'm not going to be a successful trader. The same thing goes for you, and that goes for anything and everything that you want to do in life. You just need to put in hard work and dedication, and you will be able to accomplish the things that you want. You will be able to have the things that you want.
All right. So, we have enough viewers on to get started, guys. I want to say thank you guys. Honestly, thank you guys for doing the homework assignments. You guys did fantastic. And no, I did not forget. I'm going to send you the stuff after the webinar. Give me like 30 minutes. And I'm literally going to personally, for those who emailed me, for those who Facebook messaged me, even those who even contacted Melissa, we're going to send you something after the webinar. Just give us about 30 minutes. And you guys are going to be rewarded. I'm telling you, for those who did the homework, I promise you guys are going to be rewarded today, and I'm super excited. So we're going to get, you know, the webinar started. We have enough viewers to get it on. All right, guys, so for those of you who are watching, we're about to drop some amazing nuggets with Melissa and me over here. All right, so Melissa's going to be going over the assignment. That's the first thing. And she's going to, you know, go over her lesson plan that she already have for you guys. So take it from here.
Okay, guys, so homework-wise, we asked you what are pivot points, how do you calculate them, what kind of pivot points there are. And I'm going to start with that. I'm just going to go into a slight debt, and then Kim is going to actually show you how to calculate your pivot point, and she's going to go in depth with your pivot point. So what is your pivot point? Your pivot point, just like your SMA or your EMA that we went over last week, is just another indicator. And it's mostly used to figure out your support and resistance levels. Okay, so what that means is, well, what you should be thinking about is something that we've already gone over: higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, because that breaks into your support and resistance, and that's the kind of indicator. Now, what do we say when we teach you guys about these indicators? They're not to be used alone. You still want to look for your reversal patterns. You still want to look for a confirmation after you see, you know, whichever indicator that you're using. Whatever signal gives you, you do want to wait for your confirmation. None of these indicators are to be used on their own. Okay,
right,
they're
guys.
different indicators. And the reason why we show you these indicators is so that you can pick which indicator works best for you, which one works easier for you. I like the SMA. You may like pivot points more. You may find pivot points much easier to use. Everybody's different, but that's why we show you all these different indicators so that you can find which one works for you as a trader, and that will be the one you use. But you will also wait for your confirmation before you enter a trade, right? Because the confirmation is important, right? So we're gonna go ahead and start our screen share. Okay, and I want to tell you guys that you can calculate your pivot points. There is a calculation for them. You don't need them. Why? I mean, it's nice to know them, but you don't need them. Why? Because your MetaTrader 4 will calculate your pivot points for you.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start our screen share so you can go ahead and see what pivot points look like.
Okay, so we're minusing that right now. This scares me. Look at this. This is what they're seeing right now. Like an illusion.
Back in time.
That's right. Okay, so I mean minus this.
So while she's going over the screen share, we'll just let you know, pivot points it's best for short-term trading, guys. That's what pivot points are mostly used for. Again, they're to identify your support and resistance levels. Okay. And also, pivot points will help you identify a breakout. Okay. So you're on the wrong chart, I believe.
Let me go to right here. All right, guys. So right here to my right are my pivot points. Okay.
Ooh, looks confusing, guys.
Look at
all
this.
These lines, up and down, zigzag, across, horizontal, vertical. It looks confusing, but we promise you it's absolutely not. It's the easiest type of pivot point to use. And for those who did your homework, you absolutely know that there are 3 types of pivot points: the Woody pivot point, the Camarilla pivot point, and the Fibonacci pivot point. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let Kim teach you how to properly use your pivot points.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be going over. So this is all the setups I set up for you guys. You see a lot of money in here, right? A lot of take profits, and I'm gonna have Melissa hold this so you guys can see that.
Okay, let me know. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, type them in down below so we can get them answered for you during our live webinar.
Okay, so as Melissa mentioned earlier, I want you guys to follow my mouse. Those of you who are on my YouTube channel right now, our pivot points are right here. Okay, you're gonna see them all around right here. And if you want to see, you actually use your pivot points on a monthly chart. Okay, and I'm gonna zoom out. Let me do the weekly first. Let me zoom. Hold on, let's get, hold on. Okay, so let me move this right here.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody that's joining on our Facebook live stream.
Okay, so this looks like a mess right now, but don't worry about this because I'm going to zoom out. So right here, these are your pivot points. So up here, the blue signifies your resistance, okay? This is going to be resistance number 3. This is resistance number 2. This is resistance number 1 for those of you that can see it. It's we're behind the pink letters that I wrote here. This is your pivot point right here, the yellow line. The yellow represents your pivot point. You can see it on my mouse where it says PP. Already it has the numbers already because it's pre-calculated from MetaTrader 4. Over here would be my support number 1, okay? Then we have support number 2. You're going to see my mouse, okay, guys? This is support number 2, and then we have support number 3, guys, over here. Now, what a pivot point is a technical indicator, okay? It helps you find out the highs and lows, like Melissa mentioned earlier, and I'm going to show you how it looks on a 4-hour chart, but you're not going to use it. It's just that it's zooming out. Just I want to see you guys better. So remember, you're going to use the pivot points on a monthly chart, on a weekly chart, and on a day chart. Okay, guys? So take down notes. Remember, note takers and money makers. So when you're looking at the pivot points and calculations, you want to go from, so for example, if you're looking at the day chart, you're going to use the previous range from yesterday's. So it would be Friday for us and see the range where it was on Friday. Okay, that's how you're going to look at where it was, where did it hit, where did it close, where did it hit its high, where did it hit its low, okay? Now, if you're going to use your weekly chart, okay, you're going to use the range from the previous week. That's how we do it. Now, if you're going to use your monthly range for pivot points, you're going to use the previous months to see the high, the low, and the close, okay? That's how you start using pivot points when you want to use for reversal patterns to see when the trends break. So, now, what I'm going to tell you right here, why do we use pivot points? Well, it really helps us guide us, basically. I use pivot point as a guide to help me find my support, my resistance, and to see where, when it breaks my pivot point right here. You see the yellow over here? So let me see if I can zoom out a little better. Okay, so here's our pivot point right here, the yellow line, guys. And the most commonly used pivot point actually is the 5-point system. Okay, let me go back. Sorry, guys. It's the 5-point system. All right, and pivot points are used for perfect entries and exits. Now, when do we get out of the entry, right? When we exit to collect our profits? Usually, we wait for confirmation for a reversal pattern. So once it crosses over the yellow line, okay. So for example, right now we're looking at the Euro USD. I'm on a 4-hour chart, okay? And then I'm waiting for this to break my trend line. You see how I created this trend line for you guys? So make sure you see this, it hit once, it hit twice, it hit the 3rd time, okay? Now, remember, it doesn't always hit 3 and break through. Sometimes it might break through the 4th. So my trend line is right here, guys. And if it breaks this trend line, okay, and it breaks this pivot point, then you guys are going to go in for a buy. Okay, you're going to wait for the next candlestick over here, and you're going to look for a buy. So this is really confirmation here with my trend line that I created for you guys. And then you have the pivot point where pivot point is once it passes, sorry, I don't know why this fatal arrow is coming out. But once it passes the yellow line and you wait for the next candlestick, that's usually your confirmation to get in as a buy. Okay, guys? So I want you to look at your Euro USD, go on the 4-hour chart, draw a trend line right here. Watch it. Watch it break this point, guys. If it breaks this point, which is 1.08175, okay? Actually, no. Actually, if it breaks 1.08265, is that a 265? So we're going to wind it.
I've got the blind leading the blind here.
Hold on. I'll tell you right here. Hold on.
And we both wear glasses. And we're so blind.
Hold on. I'll tell you when, guys. Wait 1 second. Okay. So if you're gonna look around 1.08248, guys, write this number down. 1.08248. If it breaks this trend line, and obviously broke the pivot point, yellow line, you guys can maybe consider going in as a buy. Now, are you gonna just, once it breaks it, you're gonna go in as a buy? No, you gotta look at what the currency pairs are doing. Remember, I don't trade on Sundays. I don't recommend you guys to trade on Sundays either. But if you just want to use this as a demo to see more or less where the market is going, create yourself a trend line. It's in these support and resistance. So this was obviously my resistance, support, resistance, support. All right, guys? So let's talk about more about this. Now, for an example, for instance, say,
yes, it does, Mark Chung. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. Now, say that we were going on a downtrend, right? And because right now it looks like looks like if it breaks my trend line, then, you know, it looks good for a buy. Okay, so remember, I gave you the number earlier as well. And these are the pivot point. This is the actual pivot point. So we're going to see where this goes. Now, what happens if it was going the opposite way? And if it broke this pivot point here and it was going on a downtrend, well, you would enter as a sell after it passes the yellow line. Remember that. After it passes the yellow line, you would go in as a sell after confirmation. And don't use the pivot point as your only confirmation. Look at a sign of reversal pattern. Remember, I gave you plenty of reversal patterns to look at. You're also going to look at, you know, different stuff, your support, your resistance. You're going to draw trend lines just to help you, you know, confirm your, you want to be as accurate as possible, okay? We're never going to be 100%. Nobody is. And if anyone promises you 100%, that they're straight lying to you, because there's no such thing as a perfect trader, okay? We use all our knowledge and technical analysis to basically make the best judgment we call it, all right, guys? So now I'm going to go more in depth with, let me zoom out for you, sorry. Okay, so I made this for you guys. Let's see, let me move this. I made this right here. All right. Now, let me zoom out just a little. Bring it right here. Okay. Now, look at this, guys. Sorry if this looks like a little mess. Let me see if I can, it looks better if I zoom out and then bring it out here. Let's see. Oh, no. It does not look good doing that. But you know what? It's going to look better in my 1 hour chart. Let's bring the 1 hour chart. Perfect. Okay. Now, remember last week, okay, I made this trend line, right? You see this trend line? And look what happened. Boom. Another hit, another boom, another hit, a third one. And what happened, guys? It broke. I wrote it right here. It broke my trend line, guys. This is why trend lines are very important, because it visualizes where the market is going, all right? So it broke my trend line, all right? So what happens? Well, this is a real good indication to get in as a buy, and I would wait for it to break my trend line, go middle of my next candle, go in as an entry, as a buy, which would be here. I wouldn't go on this first candlestick, guys, because this is the first one that broke my trend line. I will wait for the second candlestick, midway, enter as a buy, and had you enter as a buy and exited right here, you would have made 91 pips, okay? 91 pips if you exited up here. I already wrote it out for you. This would have been take profit number 1. But what happened if you wanted to ride the wave? And you would have continued, you would have held it, you know, longer term trade. You would have exited out here and you could have collected 108 pips, okay? Not bad, because 91 pips on the standard lot is $910. This would have been 1,080, which is pretty good. And even if you didn't have a standard lot, if you did 0.50, well, that's half of 1,000. That would have been $540, and this would have been half of 900. 450, guys. And even if you didn't have 0.50 to trade, right? Okay, 0.25. 0.25, we still would have given you a couple $100 on these trades, guys. And why? Because you listened to Kim and Melissa, you drew your trend lines, you waited for confirmation. 1, 2, 3, your fourth, it broke. Oh my God, Kim and Melissa said, after it breaks my trend line, wait for the next confirmation candlestick. Oh my God, I'm gonna go in. Don't let the market maker psych you out just because the next candlestick is a red as a sell. They're just trying to fake you out just to collect you. Have you close out your trade as a loss. You're gonna ride it out. Boom, boom. And look, guys, another look. This too, I could have even made another trend line right here, right? Look at this. What do we see here? Hit here. This is another one. Boom, boom. And what happened? Hit twice. Another indication that this was a good buy. Like, look right here. I already drew another trend line right here. Look at this. Hit once, hit twice, and what happens? Usually bounces back off. Remember, what goes down must come up. It's like a basketball, guys. I want you to visualize this. Look at this. Look how amazing this is. Look, that's how you guys, I'm giving you several confirmations on why you should be trading with the indications that we're giving you, right? Now, if you notice here, I drew another trend line, okay? Right here. Because this is the higher high and this is the higher low. And what did we tell you last week and the week before? That after the higher low, you're going to wait for the pullback, which this is the pullback right here, right? Went down, boom, open here and consolidated for a few hours. I draw, what does Kim and Melissa say? Draw the trend line from the higher high to the higher low midway. Let it break this trend line. This is the entry after the pullback. I wrote this out for you guys. And guess what? Look how nice this ride would have been after here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Boom. Another buy, guys. Look at this. Is why trend lines are so powerful. Now look at this other trend line that I created.
Wait. Somebody's asking if we can take the grids off so that they can properly see the trend lines.
Okay.
Hold on, Heather.
Okay. The grids. Perfect.
Okay, so how's that, Heather? Does that give you a better picture?
Yep.
She hasn't responded, but I'm going to assume that's a
okay.
Yes.
So now, guys, so I had my trend line right here. What happened? Boom, bounce, boom, bounce.
You're welcome, Heather.
Okay, it hit again. What happened? It broke my trend line, guys. It broke my trend line here, but it consolidated. Now, that's what we say. You always have to wait for confirmation. Why? Because it broke my trend line right here, but did it retest to go back in, to go back out? No. So this right here, I would not have gotten in, okay? Just because it breaks the trend line, because look what it would have happened. It broke your trend line, guys, but
and
you guys
faked you out.
And you guys wouldn't have really been making money. You wouldn't have, this is considered a channel. This is considered a channel. You wouldn't be trading here. So now I draw another trend line right here. Boom, boom, all the way here. So it hit once, it hit twice. It tried to hit the third time, didn't hit. Now we're waiting for it to break my trend line. This is a pivot point. So remember what the pivot point says. Usually after it passes the yellow line, you wait for confirmation to see if it will be good to go in as a buy. All right, guys? So I want you to look at this so you can write, oh, and here, I want you guys to see what an engulfing candle. Look at this engulfing candle. Look how huge it is. It swallowed this blue candlestick. So we have here an engulfing candlestick. I just, I saw it. I was like, you know what? Let me just write it here so you guys can see. So this was the high of the day, and this was the low of the day. Okay, guys? So now I'm going to go over my next chart. Okay. And then let me take the grids out for you guys. 9. And okay. All right, let me go back. Okay. Now, here, guys, I drew a trend line right here. Okay. Look at this trend line. It hit, once, it hit twice, okay? Right? We see this trend line? Hold up. So it broke my trend line right here. Okay, broke it, boom. Broke support, right? It broke my support right here. This is my support. So it hit twice, guys. Look at this. Boom, boom, and it broke. Broke my support. The blue line is the support, guys. The other blue line up here is resistance. This is the ceiling. This is the floor. What happened? Goes bounce down again, and it decided to go down. Now, once it broke, this is the first candle that broke right here. What did I write right here? Broke support, wait for confirmation. And what do we have here? A sign of reversal, guys. This is why it's imperative for you to really pay attention to your reversal patterns, because they tell you stories. Now, I would have entered right here at this candlestick right here. And had you went in as a sell, you guys would have rolled the wave and you would have exited out, and you would have exited out with 256 pips, guys. That's huge. That is pretty huge, guys. So I want you to see what it looks like. Now, here are my pivot points. We have the pivot points here, and I already went over. Okay, guys? Now, let's see where it goes from now. Let's see if this will break, so we can add, let me add a trend line so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to add a trend line here. Okay, so this now becomes my support. We're going to see if it can continue breaking down, or if it's going to go past the pivot point, which is the yellow line, and see maybe it might be a good entry as a buy. So could we make a trend line here? Let's make a trend line. Oops. All right. So let's see. Nope, let me move.
Hi, Brian.
All right, so we're going to see. Let's move the trend line. So hope you guys are taking notes, man, because if you're not taking notes, you're losing out on so much money.
Note takers are money makers. We say this to you all the time.
But there's a reason. I want you to start dreaming at night. Oh my God, note takers are money makers. And then you're going to see why I love it. So look how perfect this trend line of mine is. Honestly, look at this trend line. This is live. We're on a live market right now. This is me doing everything live. This is not,
That's right, Justin.
Okay. So is that Sheila Scott on?
Sheila Scott is on.
Hi, Sheila. All right. Now, we drew this trend line right here. Okay. See this trend line? And guess what? Look at this pivot point right here, the yellow line.
Can you please change the color of the trend line to white?
Oh, white trend line? Okay, let's see. Trend line properties, color. We can make it thicker as well. Let me make it thicker. That would make a difference.
Hi, Sheila.
All right, so here's the white trend line you guys requested.
Hi, Palmo. Thank you for joining us tonight.
So we're going to wait. So we have one hit. 1, 2. It hasn't hit again, guys, okay? So what happens? You don't know where the market is going to go because the market just opened. So right now it is consolidating. You got to wait. We're looking at the USD CAD, and we're on an hour chart. Okay, I don't know why this fatal arrows keep freaking me out. Now, we're going to wait for this to break my trend line.
You're welcome, man.
Wait for confirmation. Remember, we always indicate confirmation. Same thing when this originally broke my support. Did I go in? Oh my God, let me go in as a buy, as a sell? No, I waited. Next candlestick was a sign of reversal. So I waited for the next one. I am patient. When it comes to trading, you have to have patience. You don't chase the trend. You wait for it. You wait to get at the perfect moment. Okay, there's no such thing as a perfect entry, but you want to have a lot of confirmations before you get into any trade. You don't want to just go into a trade because I told you or Melissa told you or another person, you know, anybody.
Tell you guys all the time, if you do not understand why we tell you it is a buy or a sell, you should not be getting into the trade. These things that we are showing you are just indicators. They are indicators to help you forecast price action for the near future.
That's correct.
You have to wait for your confirmation in order to take a trade. An indicator is not the only thing you want to be looking at before you take a trade, because there are plenty of indicators, but guess what? It can go into consolidation and it can most definitely fake you out. The market, you have to remember, the market can go either way, but in order for you to make that prediction, you have to use all the things that we give you, all the tools that we are giving you for your toolbox, and you have to use them all together. Okay, you have to look at the market as a whole. You have to look at the market long term. You have to look at the market short term. You have to use your indicators, look for reversal signs, okay, in order for you guys to actually say, okay, I understand why I'm going into this as a buy, or I understand why I'm going into this trade as a sell. It's very important for you guys to understand what you're doing, because if you don't understand what you're doing, you have the potential to lose a lot of money, okay? You have to pay attention. You have to keep your eyes open and focused when you're reading your charts. Look for the reversal patterns, okay? Look for your indicators. Look for your reversal patterns. Wait for your confirmation. We say it all the time. Wait for confirmation. You just don't jump into a trade. Like Kim said, ooh, it hit her trend line. Don't jump in right away. Wait for your confirmation. Look what it did. It gave her a reversal pattern signing, gave her a doji, waited for her next candle, rolled the wave down as a sell. Wait for confirmation.
So, as Melissa said, you know, whatever she's saying, obviously, guys, we both are traders. You know, she's telling you guys the absolutely truth. Okay, we want to see you guys succeed. We don't want to see you guys blowing your accounts. So this trend line, we're going to wait. So guys, go on the USD CAD, make yourself a trend line on the hour chart, okay? Create a trend line right here, add your pivot points. Look at the yellow. The yellow is the pivot point, the PP right here. Wait for this to break your trend line. You're going to have two confirmations. You're going to have your trend line confirmation. Wait to see what the next two candlesticks do, guys. Remember, wait for confirmation. This is also another indication that it's going in the right direction. So I am going to basically show you guys how the market opened. I'm
sorry if I'm chopping up your name. Divergence by the 145 pips, take profit 1.
Oh, no, that's an old one. Don't look at that. That's an old one. That's where the consolidation was. That was a pullback on the 145 pips, take 1 profit. That was an entry after a pullback that I waited after my trend. Once it hit my higher low, I went in over here, mid candlestick. I wait for the candlestick to be middle of my trend line before I enter after a pullback, and I collected my profits here.
But guys, we'll be going into divergence next.
Okay, so this is pretty much what I wanted to go over with the pivot points. I want you guys to visualize it. I want you guys to understand that these are your resistance. This is your pivot point, and then it goes to your support, guys. So
you want to show them how to put their pivot points using your MetaTrader 4?
Okay, that's a custom indicator that I downloaded.
Okay.
So you would go, if you have the pivot points application, you would go to File. You would go to Open Data Folder.
You guys can't see that.
No. You will go to Open Data Folder, go to LQ, L4, Indicators, and then you will add your pivot points into this indicator because MetaTrader 4 doesn't.
Do you save them to your camera roll?
Yeah. So we'll go here and then, okay.
Sorry, guys. Just want to make sure our Facebook Live users also get this information.
Okay. All right, guys. So for here,
and we're live once again.
So for those of you that want to know how do I add my pivot points, well, I downloaded my pivot points as an application. For those of you who have MetaTrader, for those of you who have a Mac computer, this is an iMac. So I went here, I went to File, I went to Open Data Folder. Okay, you're gonna go to the MQL4, click on that, go to Indicators, and you see I have my pivot points right here. And you're gonna add your pivot points into your folder. And then once you add your pivot points to here, you're gonna exit this out. Okay, let me open my
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, then you're gonna go to File, go to Insert, Indicators. You would go and find where your indicators are, the pivot points, I believe. Okay, so you would go to Custom, because it is a custom indicator. So remember, Insert, hold on, let me do it again for you guys. Insert, Indicators, Custom, Pivot Points, right here, and boom, it will show up right here for you guys, okay? And if you wanted to know the properties of these, let's see, it doesn't, let me see what it has here. No, but you know what? I'll go right here for you guys. I want to show you what MetaTrader 4 does for their indicators. Indicators right here, custom pivot points. Okay, so it tells you here, oh my God, why is that there? Yellow. It tells you what each color means. Color yellow, PP, which is pivot point. The royal blue, that's right here. It is my resistance. And my color
maroon, which
maroon,
is the darker red.
Which is the darker red, it is my
support,
guys, okay? So, and this is the color right here. The gray is the middle.
Michael, this is a custom download that we have. It's not going to be in your MetaTrader 4. You actually do have to download. This is a custom indicator that we use for MetaTrader 4. So if you email Kim or I privately,
that was one of the stuff that I was going to give to the people who did the homework assignments.
Okay, so Michael, if you did your homework, you'll be able to get our indicator download. If not, I'm so sorry. You should have done your homework.
All right, so you guys are going to get my custom pivot points, guys. I hope you guys, the ones that are on my YouTube channel, are super excited, because for those of you who did not do the homework assignments, you're not going to get this application, guys. I'm sorry.
He did his homework. Good job, Mike. Very happy to hear that.
All right, so he'll be getting the pivot points application. So now I'm going to have Melissa take over, and she's going to be going over her pairs right now.
Okay, and we're going to quickly just start with Divergence.
Let me take the the grid.
And while she's doing her thing, Divergence, what did we say? Divergence is when your price action is doing one thing, right? But your indicator is doing another, right? So that's exactly... Well, I'm not used to seeing this without the grids. It looks so weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Just keep saying okay to them. That's right, Palermo. Thank God you did your homework, because you know what? Those who did their homework assignments are going to be happy people. You too, Noble. You guys are going to be really happy, because now you're going to have access to these pivot points. So you know what? These pivot points, you guys are going to start making more money in trading. And that is the reward that my students are getting, simply because they were serious enough to take the assignments that I gave them. So, you know, you guys will be rewarded.
I feel like it moved everything around for me.
Okay, well, let's see.
Okay, so we're going to just work with
You want to try one more time the red?
I did twice.
Okay, so let's
okay.
Well, this is the fake crossover. So
yeah, this right here is your fake crossover.
So listen, guys.
So right here, we're just gonna backtrack a little bit and go over the SMA ties into Divergence, right? Because your SMA is an indicator, right, guys? We went over this last week. So this right here is your crossover. You see your blue and your red trend lines, they cross over, okay? But what did it do? Absolutely nothing. It consolidated. So what do we consider that? We consider that, why can't I click it?
What?
I think you can't do this without the grids.
What do you want to click it over?
I just wanted to move it over, yeah.
You should be able to move it. Move it.
No.
No, hold on. Let me do it for you real quick. You see?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's your,
Okay, hold on.
If we're not on next week, it's because I broke her Mac.
Okay, so just try not to touch it. You're gonna just use the mouse to.
So this is your fake out crossover, right? Because it did nothing. It went into consolidation. So if you would have just used your indicator and gone in, okay, so let's just say it crossed over right here on the red line, which is actually that red chart candlestick is a reversal pattern, right? But do you immediately go in? No, you would have waited for confirmation. Green candle, red candle. It's not telling you anything. I would have continued to wait. It didn't do anything. It consolidated. Oh Christ.
Just do that. That's it.
Okay, it consolidated right in this area. Okay, so what happened? It crossed over here. It crossed over here. Right? So what do? We look at our next two candles, not telling us much. It continued to consolidate, right? I continue watching my chart. What do I see here? I see a reversal pattern, okay? What is this, guys? Who can answer this? On our live webinar, who can answer what this candle is?
Come on, guys.
Look,
I have a lot of viewers
I see a bunch of reversal patterns. I see one. Okay, I see two. I see three. I see three reversal patterns in just one of, what is this, an hour chart. In the past few hours, okay, you got a few reversal patterns, okay? So, but what do we tell you to do? To wait for confirmation. So I see this doji. I look at my next candle, nothing. I look at my next candle, nothing. I look at my next candle. Well, it's green, but look what happens here. Oh, this Mac will be the death of me, guys.
All right, right there you go.
Okay, so now what do we see here as we're monitoring, as we're listening to the story that the market is telling us? We're listening to the story. It's telling us, and it gives me a doji. Gives me a beautiful doji. So then I wait, and look what happens here. I just waited for confirmation. I had two green candles. It crossed over, okay? It went above my indicator. So right there, after this doji, after this candle, I would have gone in as a buy. I would have gone in as a buy here, okay? So I would have come in here, and I would have gotten out somewhere around here. And that, right, guys, you would have made 432 pips.
Wow, that's
we calculated
powerful.
that for you, okay? So Kim is the better one with the math, and she'll tell you on a standard lot and blase, blah, 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 blah,
that's
what you would have made.
$4,320.
Okay, so I want to insert on this stupid thing. What is going on?
I don't know, some error thing. I gotta fix that. What do you want to insert?
I want to insert an actual... No, not wine.
Nope.
I don't want wine.
Right
well,
there.
I do want wine, but
okay.
I can't have some right now. We should make it a Sunday wine night.
Yep.
We'll leave it just...
That's for thicker, yeah.
I'll make it just a little bit thicker. Okay. So now this is an indicator, right? This is an oscillator. And what I want to talk to you guys in regards to divergence, that it really doesn't matter what indicator you're using. It could be the RSI, the MACD, the CCI. It doesn't matter, okay? Because divergence doesn't matter what indicator you're using. It means the same thing. It means your price is doing one thing, but your indicator is telling you another, right? We went through this last week. So now let's see where I can just give you guys a perfect example Okay, you see right here, the
guys.
market had a spike up right here. You see this? The market had a spike up, but my indicator is not telling me that. My indicator is basically showing me a small period of consolidation. So this is the divergence right here when my price action is doing one thing, but my indicator is telling me another.
That's right. Did you hear that, guys?
Okay, so again, what is divergence? Your price is doing one thing, your indicator is doing another. Okay?
That's right, guys.
So now when you're thinking what you should do, right? When you're using your indicator, and what do we tell you guys to do? What did I say last week to you guys? That your indicator will eventually catch up with price action, right? So you see how it went up here, but that's not what my indicator is telling me. Then it went into another period of consolidation, and it still didn't catch up yet because it did a drop down. Okay, but now look what happened here. After this period of consolidation, I had a little uprise, and that's where my indicator
matched
down
up
here matched up with my price action. Okay, so it matched exactly what the market was doing.
Look at that, guys.
Okay, so now what else did we ask you homework-wise? Because I know we spoke about well, we gave you guys a homework assignment based on divergence. So we asked you what a divergence was, right? And then there are two types of divergence. There's a regular divergence and a hidden divergence. And what it is, regular is your most easiest to use. But what that means, when your divergence means, is that it's a possible sign of a trend reversal. Okay, so we showed you here the consolidation, right? That was considered your fake out. But what happens during a period of consolidation, and I think this was one of our first lessons, when the market consolidates, be prepared. Be prepared because something is going to happen. You're either going to have a spike up or you're going to have a spike down. And this computer will be the death of it.
And
there will be no more live webinars, guys, until she gets a freaking PC.
No way. Where are my Mac users?
Okay. So we had our we had our consolidation. Obviously, the Mac hates me. And
it does this only to her, guys.
And it only does this to me. And I'm very upset.
Just click the mouse up there.
Okay. This computer hates me.
Okay. Now, perfect. So now this is basically perfect example of what consolidation
You see what it just did? I didn't even touch it. I didn't even touch it. And it took its own direction.
My computer doesn't like her, guys.
It hates me. It absolutely hates me. It hates her too, I think.
All right. Perfect. So this is
okay. So what do we say? Divergence, right? So in consolidation, we know something is going to happen. Something is going to happen in the market. It consolidated, went down a little bit, consolidated again. But look, in our consolidation period, you have a doji. You have another doji. You have a hanging man. Well, in this case, it would be, a hammer. Hammer, yes, I'm so sorry. The hanging man and the hammer, they're so similar. One is on an uptrend, one is on a downtrend. But look what happened. Your hammer showed up, and look what happened. You had a spike up.
Okay, so we have a few questions. Palema wants to know what's the indicator at the bottom that we're using right here.
This indicator is, I just picked one randomly.
That's your moving average.
Okay, I use the accelerator oscillator. This was just the first one that shows up on my insert tab. Like I said, we're gonna go and show you guys all the different indicators that we have. This is just the first one that just so happened to show up here. So I picked it. It doesn't really matter what indicator you use. Okay. Let's see.
And we have another question. Daniel said, what indicators are the red and blue lines?
The red and blue lines, if you were on last week, you would know that those are your simple moving average and your exponential moving average. Okay.
Can you want to know what colors are what?
Okay. Your red is your simple moving average, and that's more of a long-term scale. Remember, we said we assigned red the long-term scale, the long-term view of the market, and the blue is more of a shorter movement based with price action. You see how the red kind of just, and I'll do it with my mouse, sorry guys, it kind of just flows. It doesn't really take the big dips that that the market is taking. The exponential, on the other hand, does.
Which is the blue, guys.
Okay, the blue is your exponential, and it's shorter price action, so it follows the market on a more precise level. Okay, so price, let's see, what else can we talk about with divergence for you guys? There's obviously your regular bullish divergence and your bearish divergence, right? But that's all depending on your higher highs and your lower lows. Okay, and what this is going to do is what you want to do, better said, is when you're using your indicator, let's move it over. Okay, you're moving your indicator. Look at this. This is divergence. You would think that the market took a dip. It didn't. It consolidated. And look how the market spiked up. Your indicator still hasn't caught up. Okay? Your indicator up until from here that it took its dip, it spiked up, went down, consolidated.
And actually, this is another perfect example.
Your indicator has still not caught up.
But this was going up, this was going down.
And that is divergence.
Look, this is a perfect divergence, guys. I just spotted this right now.
Indicator is going up. Your indicator,
Yeah,
I will not touch the mouse anymore. I give up with the Mac.
So guys, look at this. Look right here.
Show them with the mouse so our users can see.
Right, guys, so for those of you on my YouTube channel, I always suggest you guys to do both. Look at the phone so you can ask questions or privately message me. You should always be in my YouTube channel because you can actually see a lot clearer. But look right happened here. The market was going on a downtrend, but look at what my indicator was doing. It was telling me that the market was going on an uptrend. It was actually doing the opposite.
And that is divergence.
So you want to know what divergence is? This is we could not have found a perfect example. This is actually live. The market is open. This is on the Euro NZD, and we're on the 1 hour chart. So look at this, guys. So this is a perfect example. I mean, you cannot get a perfect divergence than looking at this right here. So for those of you first time listening to what this is, you guys really got a real few excellent examples. And even this is another example right here, guys. Like here showing like mild consolidation, and I have to keep moving my mouse for the YouTube users. Here showing like mild consolidation.
But that is not what the market is doing.
But that's not what the market is doing. So remember, that's why you can't always rely on just one indicator. You have to use several different things to really confirm what it is that's actually happening in the market.
Okay, so now just very quickly, one of the homework assignments were the 9 rules of trading divergence, right? So I'm just going to run through them really quick while you're looking. You guys can take notes and make your own lines for your own study guides. But 9 rules for trading divergence. One is make sure your vision is clear. And what that means is that you want to make sure that you're looking at your chart on in an objective way, okay? You're not looking for what you want the market to do. You're looking for what the market is actually doing, or what the market is actually doing. You're looking for your higher highs, your higher lows, double tops, double bottoms, which we'll go into next, okay? Secondly, you want to draw your lines from your tops and your bottoms. You want to draw your lines backwards from highs to lows, okay? And your higher highs and your higher lows, if that makes sense, okay? So you've seen Kim draw trend lines going this way, but you've also seen trend lines going this way, okay? So that was in the trend line session. I'm not going to go over it for you again. We have it in our YouTube videos, okay? Next is you want to connect your double tops and your double bottoms, okay? But that is something we will go over next. Keep focus, okay? That's rule number 4 is keep focus. What do we tell you? When you're going to go into a trade, when you're going to start a day of trading, you should have a trading plan. You should know the amount of pips that you want to collect for the day. Okay, I want to collect 50 pips. Okay, so I know more or less what I'm looking for when I'm getting into my trade. Okay, so like I said, if you would have come, if you would have gotten in the trade, okay, if you would have waited for this doji, no, this wasn't a good example. Sorry, guys. Okay, here's your fake out, your crossover, right? So your doji. No, when did we get into this?
Well, we waited for the crossover, the actual crossover here.
Okay.
And then we got in from here to here with 432 pips.
Okay, so let's just say there you would have gotten in, right? Okay, you would have gotten out there. Okay, what that would have done is, oh no, wait, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm talking about double tops and double bottoms.
You want to go into the next one?
Yeah, where is my next?
Nope, let me just get out of that one.
Nope, right here.
Right here. Okay, so I'm going to take out the grids because you guys...
While she's doing that, I'll continue. Eyes on the prize, right? Your lines should match your indicators. Okay? Indicators in your charts, it has to have your highs and your lows, okay? Everything has to match. Your indicator, your chart, everything has to line up like we showed you, right? If not, that's a sign of divergence. Your lines must be flat. When you draw your trend lines, I don't know if Kim has ever said it, but I know I've heard it a million times, is you don't make your trend line fit, right? You can't adjust your trend line to make it work. It just has to work. It has to be that natural flowing trend line. Okay, trend lines are your friends. We don't, and like Kim says, you don't chase a trend, right? You do not chase the trend. You wait for the next one. And the best chart, just as a tip, the best chart for you to trade divergence on is your 1 hour chart. Okay, guys? So then another part of your homework assignment was reversal chart patterns, right? And there are 3 types of groups of reversal chart patterns. You have your reversal chart patterns, your continuation chart patterns, and your bilateral chart patterns, okay? And what we're gonna focus on first are your reversal chart patterns, okay? And you have, we're gonna start off with the first 4, and let's show our viewers the screen, or white screen, because I drew them for you just so you can see them and take a screenshot.
Yeah, so make sure you guys take a screenshot of where we're about to show you on our whiteboard. So where are you guys? Stop sharing. Okay, guys, so make sure you guys are on. I mean, guys.
Hold on, guys, just 1 second. My big butt.
Okay, so you guys should definitely be on, and there should be more viewers on because there's a lot of people not making money in the Forex market. So make sure, guys, you stay on, because those who are not staying on, honestly, you're losing out. It's not us, because we already make money in the market. That's why you guys are on, because you want to make money as well, and you want to make money consistently. So make sure you guys are on and you're paying attention.
Okay, so we're just gonna go over, I don't know if you can tilt this up a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna go over.
Make sure you guys take a snapshot for those
we're gonna go over
Facebook Live
4 of them, okay? Your double top, your double bottom, your head and your shoulders, and your inverse head and shoulders, okay? And these are just basic, okay? So your double top, right? It's gonna look 1 top, 2 top. This is considered the neckline, right? Which is just your midway point through your double top. So now, if you were gonna go in on an entry for a double top, right? You would wanna enter right after your neckline, right? You're gonna enter.
Here, use a different color.
Thank you.
Pink.
Pink for girls, right? Okay, you're gonna enter right at your neckline, right? Obviously, you would be placing a sell. This is a sell, right? It's going on a downtrend, right? So what do we tell you? You want to do a trading plan. So let's say I want to collect 50 pips. So I would put in my target. I would enter here, but my stop loss would be here. And I would calculate how much I'm willing to lose, how much I'm okay with losing, okay? Double bottom.
People are loving this, Melissa.
Double bottom, you're going in, this is a buy, right? Your W, right? Your M, your W.
Make sure you guys are taking pictures and writing notes.
So you see how the W forms, right? So you would enter at your neckline, right? Midway, you put your stop loss, how much you're willing to lose, and your target, 100 pips. Okay? So now your head and your shoulders. Same thing. You have your neckline. Your head and your shoulders has 3 tops. So you think of it, this is your head, and that is your shoulder. Right? Makes sense? Head, shoulders, we all know that. We all learned that song, right? In grammar school.
Shoulder, knees, and toes.
So what is this? To sell. Okay, your head and your shoulders. When you see this, get ready. You're going to go in as a sell. Again, your entry, your neckline, your target, 100 pips, and your stop loss. What are you willing to lose? What are you comfortable with losing if the market forsakes you and does the opposite? And your inverse head and shoulders. Okay? This is a buy. Same thing as your head and shoulders. It has 3 points. Shoulders, head. Obviously, inverse because it's upside down. Same thing applies. Your entry is at your neckline. Okay, your neckline, you would enter your necklines, for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, your neckline is where your shoulder would continue to pass to finish its formation, right? So you would enter, you would place your stop and your target. 50 pips. Okay? So now, I'm not going to teach you how to find all 4 of them because that's going to be your homework. I want you to send us screenshots of a chart, right? And you obviously should know at this point how to enter text on your MetaTrader 4 chart. And I want you to find me a head and shoulders, and I want you to find me an inverse head and shoulders, as well as your own double top and double bottom.
That's going to be a homework?
But that's going to be one of your homework assignments.
So make sure, guys, this call, remember, the live feeds only last for 30 minutes, and we have 2.5 minutes until we start the next feed. So make sure when this ends in 2 minutes, go right back on to watching the continuation of this. So remember, you're going to have homework. One of your homework assignments is to identify this on a chart.
Double top, double bottom, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders.
Take a snapshot, and you're going to send this to me in Messenger or in the emails. All right, guys? Is that on any time frames? Absolutely. You want to use the 30-minute, the hour chart, the 4-hour chart to look for them, okay?
Yes, guys.
Noble?
You can use...
And Daniel, for your question that you had about the exponential moving average, message me privately after the session, and I'll go over it with you on how to set it up properly, okay? We just got to, move on with this, but I'll answer your question afterwards, okay? Ooh, so make sure you guys are taking a snapshot of this, because
I need you to do my screen share again.
This is going to make you guys some pretty serious money, so make sure you guys are paying attention. Yeah, desktop.
I figured it out.
And wait for that to stop. Just hold on, guys, because we're about to go on here, and we're going to show you what they actually look like. I hope you guys are really enjoying this. I mean, we've been getting great reviews, and I'm super excited.
Okay. So I'm going to move this so it aligns with the work that I did. Okay, so a double bottom. We said that is a W, right? W. It's not going to be perfect, guys. Okay, nothing is ever perfect. Okay,
but look at this.
You can always, we can show you perfect dojis, perfect hanging mans, but they're not going to all be the same. They're all going to look slightly different. Okay,
and this is on a 1-hour time frame.
AUD CAD.
AUD CAD, guys. So go on AUD CAD. Currently, look, This was for January. So look at this right here. Now, had you take profit, she's going to do that.
Okay, so
this is going to end. Let's wait. All right, guys, get on the next feed. We're going to go live in 5 seconds. This is ending. I just didn't want to.
Sorry, guys. You're going to have to give us a couple of seconds because we just want to make sure all of our viewers are able to gather the same information, take
More
the
than
same
500
notes.
people tuned in on our Facebook feed live.
I don't think she realizes sometimes you guys can still hear her.
Yes. This is powerful, guys. More than 500 viewers. More than 500 viewers.
But you know what, guys? We need to work on getting those 500 viewers on our YouTube channel. We need to start working on getting that because it would stop us from having to stop so many times if most of our viewers had come straight to our YouTube channel versus our Facebook Live.
All right, guys. So tune in, get on this feed if you want to make some money. All right.
So your double bottom, right? What I say? It's a W, right? So you see it formed its W, right? You see it went on a downtrend. And then it's going on an uptrend, right? Which is what we said the W does. The W, you're going to go in as a buy because it's going to go on an uptrend, right? So what do I have here? I have a doji. That's a perfect doji. But what do? Do I just wait for my doji to go into my trade? Absolutely, pardon my French, fucking not.
Hell no.
Okay? Absolutely fucking not. I'm tired of, I have people, oh, I saw a doji. Does that mean I go in? No. Absolutely not.
That's just
you wait for your confirmation. That is a sign of reversal. That is a sign that's telling me, get ready, the market is about to reverse, okay? And that's exactly what it does. So I waited on my doji. I waited for my next candle. It was green. Waited for the one after that. It was red. Now, does that mean go in as a sell? Absolutely not. Because look what happens. It dropped down, right? You had it was an engulfing candle. Then you waited for your next candle, and you waited for your next candle. And what? I waited for it to surpass my trend line, right?
I can draw a trend line. You want me to draw a trend line here?
No, I don't think it's necessary.
So they could show, it would go mid here, mid candle right here.
All right. Is it this
that one? Yep. So start it from here. And perfect. You got it right there. Stop it.
No, it was right
here.
Here.
They would have to get in this candle.
So you could get in right after it goes above your trend line, or you can wait for the next candle. Okay. So you would have gone in as a buy, right? And you could have, this is your take profit one.
No, you don't have to move.
It moved. Okay. I'm sorry. The take profit moved. Okay. You would have gotten out somewhere around here. You would have gotten somewhere here. You would have gotten out somewhere around here. And that's your first take profit. You would have collected 88 pips. Okay. Had you put in a second one and gotten out somewhere around here, you would have collected 161 pips. So you could have actually hit twice with this one trade.
Yep, the double bottom. You see that?
Okay.
But this is, so what we drew right here, look at that. Double bottom. Look at this. Look at this double bottom, guys. Look at it. Look at this one.
And it's exactly what it did.
Look at this W. Fwah, fwah, fwah. Look at this W. And
for those of our YouTube users.
Come on, guys. We're giving you
your W ends here, technically speaking. Okay? But if you would have followed, you would have gotten out, like we said, your first take profit, 88 pips.
Yeah, where it ended,
continue to follow the market. You see it consolidated a bit, right? But what do you see in your consolidation?
Look at this consolidation.
Another doji, right? So I know, ooh, what's going to happen? Something's going to happen. The market's going to reverse, right? Something's going to happen. So I wait for my next candle. It's red.
You know what? Hold on. I want to ask them a question. What did Melissa tell you? What happens after consolidation? What happens? Melissa said it about actually between 5 to 7 times, and that's me counting. What does Melissa say? For those of you on our Facebook Live, come on, guys. And if you guys don't know, tell me you don't know. But what did Melissa tell you that happens after consolidation? And what she's telling you just clarifies why she's correct in the information she's giving you guys. Because after consolidation, it is telling you, not only did she say that you have a doji, but Melissa says, get ready. That is right. Noble, I am so proud of you.
What did Noble say?
He said exactly what you say. He's going to either spike down or spike up. That's because you're paying attention, Noble. And honestly, when I see people like that, that's what shows me that you really are taking this serious. Thank you, Heather. Absolutely. You guys are really going to kill it. I promise you. So this consolidation tells you, uh-oh, watch out. Something's going to happen. And guess what? You would have taken profit twice and you would have made 161 pips. And that is pretty some serious profits, guys. Take profit 1 when the W ended right here, because that's when the W ended. Look, follow my fingers. Boom, and use your the mouse for the YouTube viewers.
It keeps moving.
No, all you have to do is touch that. No, the wrong one. Here, look at the W. Boom, boom, boom. It ended right here. That would have been your take profit number 1. It just moved. But don't worry, that would have been your take profit number 1. Oh, you have to double click that. That would have been your take profit number 1 and your take profit.
You know.
Yeah. I prefer you not to move it. Just go right here.
I prefer you get a new computer.
All right, ready? Go put up here. Okay, everyone's gonna get real confused right now.
Oh, I give up with the Mac.
And it doesn't happen to me, so I don't know why it's happening to her.
Computer, it loves you. No. It hates me.
I'm new to it too. It's just that I know how to
so you're its owner.
No. All right, guys. So look at this. So this is the W. You take profit 2. Now, what's up in here, guys? What do you see right here? And if you guys can't not see this, you guys got to tell me you can't see this. The Mac is alive. Yes, Noble. Look at this.
Yes, the Mac is alive. And it's
look at this, guys. Look at this perfect M. Look at that. Look at this. So
make sure you use the mouse for our YouTube users.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
And your M means what, guys? Your M means you're going in for a sell. It is bearish. Your W is bullish. Your M is bearish. Okay?
Turn that one, guys. There. Perfect. So this is the perfect M. Boom. Hit. Look at that. Boom. Hit. Neckline. Remember she told you go in the neckline? Wait. Next candlestick. Look what happens here. The next candlestick is another reversal. Look at the wick, another reversal. I would have gotten in here. You would have rolled it out to here, to the doji.
To the doji, which
73
is a sign of reversal. That means something is going to happen in the market. Get out of your trade.
That's right.
Don't be greedy and close your trade.
That's right, Alicia. That is a sell. An M sell. So look. Once you hit the neckline, you wait. Patience. I wait for 2 candlesticks. I'm not in a rush. I'd rather make money than lose money and just jump in. So I would wait for the next candlestick. Would have gotten it right here. Would have rolled the wave down. 73 pips, guys. 73 pips. And guess what? What is this? What is this right here? Okay. After it hit right here, it went up a little, but I would have exited out. Once the M ends, basically, look, you can even see where the M ends. Look at this. Look right here. For those of you on my YouTube channel, look right here. 1, 2, 3. It ends right here, guys. 73 pips. Get out. Don't be greedy. All right. Now, what happens here? Consolidated a little. Didn't really do much action. But what do we have here? Another sign of reversal. And what would have happened? You would have gotten in here midway and you could have made more profit. So let's see. Let's do this live right now together. Right here. From here. Right here. 93 pips. Right here. You want to see where we're getting the numbers? 937. That's micros. But if you wanted what it would have been for regular full pips, 93 pips. You would have made 93 pips from that reversal to here. Okay, if you wanted to make some extra profits. Telling you guys, the market is telling you a story. The market is literally telling you a story. So we showed you chart patterns, okay? Now for homework next week, you're gonna have to screenshot me a W, show me it's a W, show me where the W end, show me a take profit 1, show me a take profit 2. That is what our homework's gonna be. And I wanna see for an M, I want you to show me where it ended, okay? Create a take profit, number 1. You don't want to
show us your enter, your stop, and your take profit on a double bottom, which is a W, a double top, which is an M.
That's
okay,
right.
That's what we want to see. We want to know that you're understanding when it is that you need to get in and get out of your trade.
All right, guys. So our session is going to be ending within the next few minutes. Melissa's literally writing the homework, but our sessions, they're really over an hour. You know, we don't want to lose people.
But really quickly, guys, I just want to tell you guys a quick story. You can't, well, my Facebook Live users can see me. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he was telling me, you know, I was trading, and I was making a lot of money, but then I would lose all my money. Well, I said, are you putting in a take profit? No, I'm just looking, and I think the market's going to go one way, and it goes the opposite. Well, you don't have a trading plan, clearly. You're not reading what the market is telling you, but most importantly, and I said this to him, I said, most importantly, you're being fucking greedy, okay? Because if you're in fucking profit and you're in a good fucking profit and you think you're just going to make more profit, guess what happens?
You lose.
You lose your fucking money.
That's
okay?
right.
You blow your fucking account and then you're upset because you made no money, okay? So I want to tell you guys that. We tell you guys all the
Melissa has a potty mouth, so I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I have a potty mouth, yes, but you will learn to love it, and it's just me keeping it real. You do not want to be greedy when you're trading, okay? Because the moment that you're greedy is the moment you lose everything in your account.
So Melissa's writing your homework assignment. Is this it, or is more?
Yes. No, I have one more.
Okay, she has one more homework assignment, guys. So we're going to stop sharing the screen, and I want you to really take screenshot. If you want to take a screenshot of my actual work, take it. This is Melissa and I's work. Take a screenshot. For those of you that have Androids and cell phones, guys, come on. We're giving you like free bonus stuff. Take our screenshot. Go back. I'm telling you, AUD CAD, the 1 hour chart, screenshot this and practice. Do this yourself. Practice, all right? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen because our session has gone long. And I want to, you know, our YouTube channel people or our viewers to write down the homework. So stop screen sharing. All right, guys. So we're about to give you the homework assignment.
And
so,
what is your homework for this weekend? Okay. We obviously told you we want you to spot the double top, the double bottom. We want you to put your take profit, your entry, and your stop loss, right? But I also want screenshots of
screenshot this, guys.
Head and shoulders and the inverse head and shoulders. And I want the same thing, okay? I want you to point them out. I want you to put in your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit. Number 2, what is a trending market and what is a range-bound market, okay? Number 3, what is retracement? That one's an easy one. And 4, how to detect a breakout, okay?
Yep.
These are all things that we're going to go into detail next week for you guys, okay? Take a moment, screenshot it, write it down, do what you have to do.
Okay, so I'm going to hold the phone for the next few seconds. Make sure you guys are snapshotting this, writing this down. For our YouTube users, make sure you guys are writing this, guys.
And do you have any questions? Now would be the time. If not, you will have to wait via email
or Facebook Messenger. That's right. So we're doing ours Tuesday, right? 9 p.m.?
I don't know. Let's see. I think maybe if we can get, we've had a pretty good amount of students that do handwritten homework, but if we can get 100 homework assignments handed in by Tuesday, 9 a.m., we'll hold our live webinar on Tuesday. If not, you'll have to wait for next Sunday.
All right, guys. So if you guys want us to do another webinar on Tuesday at 9 p.m., then I need 100 people to do their assignments. We've had a lot of people do the assignments. So if you really want to get into the hands of learning Forex and you want to do it with us, like I said, you could personally email Melissa and I, Facebook message us, DM us, IG us, whatever it is. We are offering programs for those who want one-on-one mentorship. We do offer a lot of things. So for those of you who want it, make sure you message us. We already have about 15, 16 students getting all enrolled into our program. So if these are the ones that are serious. So guys, if you want me and Melissa on Tuesday,
what do we need from you guys? 100 students to hand in their homework assignment by Tuesday, 9 a.m. Spot your head and shoulders and your inverse head and shoulders along with your double top, double bottom. Stop loss, entry, take profit. What is a trending market? What is a range bound market? What is a retracement? That's a freebie. How to detect a breakout. That is your homework. That is what we will go over.
Okay, so guys,
if and only if, like I said, 100 students hand in their homework Tuesday, 9 a.m. If not, you guys are going to have to wait till next Sunday for your next lesson.
And she's serious. She won't. I'm the little nicer one. But if you guys don't do your homework assignments.
Remember this, guys. Remember this. So important.
There's
a million and one things that we could be doing right now, but we decided to take the time out of our busy lives and our busy schedules
because we are
teach
busy.
You something that you can only see half my face, to teach you something that we think everybody should know and everybody should have the chance to learn.
That's right.
Okay, so we do this. For those of you who don't realize the time that we take out, like I told you guys, I'm a single mom. Okay, that's my 3-year-old. Okay, I could be with her. I could be with her reading bedtime stories, watching Disney movies, cuddling in bed, but I'm here because I want to educate you guys. I want to educate you guys, empower you guys, and teach you how to gain time freedom and financial freedom. Right. Okay, so everybody could be laying in bed on a Monday morning with your child, okay, relaxing.
Yep.
Yoga, painting class, art class, Pilates, horseback riding, whatever it is that you want to do. If you just want to stay in bed all day, I don't care. But if that's what makes you happy and that's what you want to do, continue to get on our webinars, okay? We're going to teach you and we're going to lead you there. We're going to, like I said last week, I can bring the horse to the pond, I can bring the horse to the lake, but I can't force the horse to drink the water, okay? Right. So I'm bringing you to the lake. You choose whether or not you want to drink our water.
That's right, guys. So make sure you guys do your homework assignments. If not, you're going to have to wait till next Sunday. And if you guys are smart, you want to see us more knowledge, more pips, more money in your pockets, especially this is a new year. Let's make this year different than any other year you guys had. So we want to thank you guys for joining in. Hold on, let me just say and resume here. We want to thank you guys for joining in. We love our supporters. Everybody has showed us a lot of support. We love you guys. Take care. This is the ForexChicks. Bye.